So how the evening's going to run tonight is I'm going to do about 20 minutes around mindset with video and my journey of doing video, because I have a YouTube channel that's got over 400 videos on it. Okay, so I've been doing it back from a very long time ago, and I just want to take you through, because a lot of people, so who here feels uncomfortable in front of the camera? Yeah, so half of the people. Who wants to do more videos? Yes, everyone. Okay, great. And who has done videos? Okay, cool. And regularly, or would you guys say?
Not enough.
Not enough, yeah. So you want to do more. And so you'd like to learn some tips and tricks? Yep. I'm going to give you the DIY version of the evening, and Marcus will take us a little bit more into his professional version. But we've checked off what we're going to talk about, and it perfectly apparently complements each other. And we'll dissect a sales video that he did for me that does generate a lot of profit and a lot of applause every time I show it. And what I'm also going to show you is one of my very first videos. I'm trusting the internet's going to work. And a couple of other ones that I've done, just as a short snippet, just to show you that you don't need to be perfect to do video, and that you should start right away and set a goal as to how many. Okay, so that's our Marcus, his big book. When is your book out, man?
November 14th.
Oh, when the baby's pretty much around the baby. So why would you connect through video? Okay, so I've got my answers there, but what do you guys think? Why did you do a video when you did one?
For me, it's more, because what I do as well, it's a very personal message as well, because it's about relationships. So I feel like I need to be open and talk about, the taboo subjects, for people to be open to understand it. And also for me, it's about education.
Very good. Yeah, education is very, very important. That's one big one. Grace, and then Wendy.
For me, it's to help engage my audience even more, so that they know who's on the other end.
Yeah.
So engagement, trust. Yeah.
Wendy?
It attracts the people that are visual auditory.
Yeah. Nice. Who else was there? Phil?
Yeah, well, I do it especially as a speaker and run workshops, that people can actually see my style of presenting.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about it to someone, they can actually see.
So your style, your true self, yeah?
Yeah.
Increased credibility.
Yes. Good one.
Sets the basis.
My favourite word.
Sets the basis for trust.
Trust and intimacy. Very good. You guys. Couple more?
I think maybe the same, personalises the message, personalises the offer to market.
Yep, so personal connection, which I think I had up there. Yep.
Exposure as well. When people start sharing the videos, it's got more exposure.
Yeah, and having video, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but significantly, especially through YouTube, significantly search engine optimizes your website. Because I'll give you a couple of tips in terms of how to pick your keywords, as well as having your website addresses in there, so that it boosts up where you appear, because YouTube is owned by Google. So therefore it's amazing for search engine optimization. Yeah? So people get to experience who you are. You can deliver your message more powerfully because it comes across more authentically. In the beginning, however, you may not feel that way. Yeah? You might feel like, you're losing yourself and your true self doesn't come through. But as you progress more and more, you become comfortable in front of the camera. Great for SEO, as we said, it's magnetic marketing that is not going to go away. Yeah? We're becoming lazier and lazier. So not a lot of people want to read. So if you can have a mixture of video and copy on your websites, then what a wonderful way to actually interact with people, depending on their modality. So whether they're visual, kinesthetic, or auditory. And people like to watch over reading, as I said. So do it yourself or pro, okay? So who has done professional video here in the room? Yeah, so 1, 2, 3 people, and me, 4, and Wendy. Okay, 5. And for those of you that haven't done, what's the reason? Expense. Nice. That's one of your objections you need to overcome, Marcus. Yeah, totally. Yeah. that's what my professional video journey started earlier this year. So really, I didn't do any for about 3.5 years in business. And that's okay, because there is other ways of still putting something out there. And often people ring me and say, oh, I saw this video of you from 2 years ago, and they watch it. It actually captures leads and people do ring you up. Oops. So this is just a little bit of an explanation. Which one would I choose to do if I would say a quick tip video? I would do a do-it-yourself kind of a thing, even a selfie. So you guys know how to do a selfie video? Yeah? Make sure, one thing a lot of people get wrong is they hold the camera this way. Make sure that you're holding it landscape. Okay, otherwise you get the black lines from the top and the bottom. And that's why I wanted to make sure I actually mentioned that, because it's just, and you actually can look at yourself the way you're coming across. You don't actually have to look at the little camera there. That's right, isn't it, Marcus? Otherwise it comes across as if you're not looking at it.
Please turn the camera.
Turn the camera landscape, yeah.
Otherwise I'll call you up and
And smack you on the
I can
head.
do it again.
Yeah. So quick tip videos I like to do, like do it yourself straight away. You can upload them to YouTube. There's an app on the phone called Capture that goes straight to YouTube with a title. And then you can also choose whether your video is private, unlisted or public. When I was over in Europe last year, I did about over 40 small videos because of the beautiful surroundings I was in. And I couldn't be stuck plugging my phone into my computer and all this sort of stuff, but I wanted to crop the start and the end on some of them. And I just sent them through, and then I rang Stuart or emailed them and said, I'll just go in and add it in the description to these 40 videos that I've just uploaded. So it works really well.
I've started using iMovie
From phone?
Yeah, from the phone, because you can download the app now, and they're pretty good.
Good
You
one.
can just put in, because they actually have boxes already, so you just type it in and then click done, and then just.
Cool. All right, I'll get that now.
Is that only iPhone or can you do it on Android?
I'm not quite
Probably it's an I.
Is it an iPhone thing, Jane?
With anyone on
Yeah.
Galaxies, the YouTube app itself is really good for doing the same types of things.
Yeah.
So is that an app that I capture or?
Yeah, it's an app now. So it's the one that you normally use on the laptop, but now it's available on the phone, which I've heard lately, but now you've confirmed it for me. Sales videos, which one do you reckon? Do it yourself or pro? Pro? Absolutely. Yep, so that's why we did our sales video through Marcus, and future ones certainly will do that. Also, I'm preparing a lot of your coaches here, so it's really great if you can have a professional speaker buy a video, okay, of you captured on camera, and we're doing that once I get my body back. I've told you from last year. Demo videos, so training style videos. Hi, Oscar. What do you guys reckon, pro or do it yourself?
Pro.
Depending what it is. I got recommended by Marcus an amazing light for my office, and I set up a whiteboard behind me, and I actually created an e-course myself. I set up that camera that Stuart's using there. We had the light properly set up, and I taught people over a 15-minute it was a series of 6 videos that went for 15 minutes, and actually I sell that as a proper e-course, and actually came out pretty good. You had a bit of a look at it, and you've got to make sure though, if you're going to do them, that you do have that great light, and I'm sure Marcus would be happy to send out a link to the light that he recommended. Training or event videos, do it yourself or pro? Either. You can do either, depending on your budget. I'm still doing all my training videos through that camera there. It's about what the content is. I mean, if it needs to be really visual and you need to be showing people, certainly you'd go pro. But don't let it stop you recording stuff, because so many of my valuable resources are done on that particular camera and uploaded via a playlist on YouTube. And people actually access that playlist only via a link that I share, so they're not public to everyone else. And I often sell them. I've sold so many of them, and they're not pro. But if you want to do something really, really special, absolutely it's worth the investment. Social media, do it yourself or pro? Yeah. Yeah, totally. And slap it straight on. I sometimes don't even have enough time to upload everything all the time on YouTube. Your website. Yeah, if you can do pro, yeah, I would do pro ones. But again, when I didn't have the funds, I still had my do-it-myself videos up there. And text message videos, I thought I'd put that there because Marcus actually did this to me. And I don't know if you still do it. A little bit. It was really cool. Like, I don't know, we met at a networking event. We've known each other for a little while, but we were preparing to work on that sales video project. And he's like, we left, and then 5 minutes later, or 10 minutes, or half an hour, I don't know, and he sent me like a text message video. Hey Nad, it was great to catch up with you this morning. I really look forward to working with you on this project. And it was a message through video. So think of that as a really cool follow-up with people. I thought that would be a good tip.
That's fantastic.
Yeah?
Nat. Yeah, really good one.
Aha moment.
Yeah, definitely. Aha.
What to wear in background. Okay, what do you think you should wear?
Don't wear stripes. Like a
Yes,
stripe.
solid colours.
Yep.
Yeah. Girls, put on some makeup, even though you're all beautiful. It does come across, obviously,
Yeah.
a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Have this area open. Okay, what's this called?
The something.
Yeah, this whole thing. What it does, so don't wear scarves, like Batya, because on a subconscious level people think that you're hiding something, so you're more trustworthy if you've got that open. Okay, so remember that. Yeah, because you wear scarves too. Light, make sure your light is good. Okay, as I said, we've got a light that Marcus recommends. And because in our house it's very dark, and in my girl cave downstairs it's even darker. So I was creating great video, but it just really poor quality. And they look so crisp with the iPhone and that special light. Now we're doing amazing videos. Oops. Be the person your ideal client aspires to be. Okay. So when I was doing my weight loss business, guess what? I would wear like really skimpy outfits, you know, looking good and all that sort of stuff. In my business now, I realistically sell lifestyle. So I'm often choosing locations where the pool is in the background. I don't know if some of you saw a video I did over the weekend at the author weekend. I was over the pool with the pool in the background of me. I'm always thinking about what does my ideal client want, and my ideal client wants lifestyle. Certainly they want to write a book, but what does that book give them? Hey John? And location. So what location do you need to be? When I actually do some sales videos, I'm getting... Where's my stool? It's because of my lungs. When I do sales videos for the authoring, I have the books in the background to me. And whenever we travel, Thailand, Europe, everywhere, we capture, like I've got videos in Venice and Greece. I'm going to show you a couple of those later, but think about your background. Don't make it boring white. It's really, really not the right thing. Go up top half.
You probably don't want to be busy as well, though. You don't want lots of things.
No, to distract from, yeah. Powerful content, all right? So, how many of you struggle to come up with content for video? Yeah, just a few nods. Okay, I'll give you a few tips on what I do. I never teach anyone anything I don't know or haven't done myself. Okay, I just teach what I've done, and that makes it really easy. So have an introduction. How will you introduce yourself? Often I say, hey, I'm Natasa Denman, the ultimate 48-hour author. Or Donna, the other ninja that wrote Ninja Couch Marketing with me, she always says, hi, I'm Donna Brand, hope you're doing well. She says that every single time, and it gets you into the flow. So is there something like Darren Hinch that's live, that's his side out? I saw him on TV last time. And is there something that you can say that identifies you? Yeah, so think about that. The power of 3. So people love to remember in 3s. So what I did on the weekend by that pool, I said, there are 3 reasons why the ultimate 48-hour author is so powerful in the way that we deliver it. And then I said reason number 1, 2, and 3. And then signing out, see you later, I'm off. Yeah? Okay, so use either power of three or one message with one story. So has something happened to you in your day that's relatable to your business that you can share a key insight from? And it could be something as little as something with the kids, or you've gone to a shop and it's been about customer service or the relationships or communication. Like, has something happened to you that you can actually relate it, because people learn through stories. I don't need to teach you that, yeah? So tell lots of stories. I'm just going to have some water. I don't know how I'm going to go to the National Speakers Association talk on Monday. I'm definitely taking a stool with me. Use props where possible. So me having lots of books to show, it's a great way to engage people through those props. So is there something within your business that you can use to just add a little bit of interest to it? Yeah. Sign out or have a call to action. So you don't always have to have a call to action. Okay? People are going to get sick of you going and pitching at them. Sometimes just say, you know, have an awesome day, catch you around whenever, whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I wanted to do one person from the audience in terms of a little bit of a demo of what type of videos that they can create. Would you like to have a bit of a play, one of you guys? Yeah? Should we pull a name out of the bowl? Is everyone up for it? You're going to have to. No, like.
Grace.
Grace. So Grace is a home salon owner, mentor coach. Yeah. So, all right. And I've just spent half an hour with Grace this morning, and I know exactly what her clients want and need and everything like that. So, do you want to? You say it. What do your clients want, Grace?
So my clients want more money,
Yeah.
more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
What else?
You said client retention,
Yeah, client retention.
word of mouth.
Clientele, high quality, high paying.
High quality, high paying clients, yeah. Alright. So, what we can do, let's come up with 10 video ideas, okay? So, in order for them to make more money, what would you need to teach them? What's one strategy?
Well, one thing is working smarter, not harder. So what are some things that they can do to earn money without necessarily physically working for it?
Yep, so what's an example?
So for
what's
example,
one tip?
selling retail. A lot of people shy away from selling retail products.
Okay, so they're actually
Like
selling them at wholesale prices in their home-based salon.
No, selling them for like what normal hairdressers and salons sell for. Like they've got a bit of a markup, but actually selling to their clients, because some
So
people,
they don't.
yeah,
Usually they don't sell product at all. That's what you're
they
saying.
might sell a little bit, but there's the hesitation around pushing.
Of upsell,
Yeah, exactly.
upselling, cross-selling. Okay, so so the upsell and retail, yeah. So what you could say in this particular video is, hey, I'm Grace Vasala from Behind the Hair. And one of the biggest challenges my clients have is that they want more money, but they don't know how to generate it. Have you thought about upselling products to your clients while they're in your space? Do you realise that your clients actually trust you and have more intimacy with you because they're in your home, and therefore they'll be more likely to say yes to you? It's that feeling of wanting to reciprocate in some way. So an example is that, could you ask every single client, what shampoo are you using, or whatever your expertise is. Do you know what I mean? So you give them an idea and a tip. Okay, I trust this has been valuable. Grace Vasala, starting out. Yeah? All right, so number 2, let's just do one for each of the 4. More time.
Yeah.
What's a tip for them to have more time? Well, let's do the power of 3 formula. So what would you do? What would you tell them?
One would be to cluster admin.
Cluster admin, yeah, great. Did you want to add something, Chris?
Oh, my mum does this. And,
Okay.
the thing about it is that often what she'll do is she might have an appointment here or an appointment there on different days, and there's setting up and things to do. So I always encourage her to book people, you know, end on end for half a day. And it also, I believe, makes the clients think that they're a bit more busier and maybe they need to fit in with them rather
Correct,
than
cluster
fit in with them.
appointments and actually offer times rather than ask whether you're available to
Yeah,
the
because
client.
then that is a bit, if you say, oh, what's a good time for you, then it's like a dead giveaway. Oh, I'm just
No,
floating
That's
around.
right, yeah.
That
Right.
whole fake it to make.
That's it, you don't have to think about anything more.
Yep.
So what I did when I was in Europe when I created those 40 videos, I'd sit on my little sun lounger and I'd have my iPad notes open and I'd just sit and do one-liners just like that. And that would be, my mum would then stand up with the iPad and I'd go, let me read the note of what this next video is about. And I'd read my note and I'd go, okay, and we'll do it. And I'd go, okay, now let me look at the next one, and we do 4 or 5 at a go. So this is the notes that I would make in an iPad to come up with that. Okay, so again, you know, number 1, what you can do is you cluster admin, blah, blah, blah. Number 2 is cluster your appointment, and don't ask people what time they can do for you. You offer the 2 alternative times. Can you do 3 or 5 o'clock? The double bind. Yeah? Okay. Client retention?
So tip I would offer for that is go beyond expectations.
So the wow factor?
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah? And perhaps booking that next appointment when the first one finishes. Yeah? So, like the previous one, book next appointment, yeah? And this one could turn into 3
Yes.
as well, or you can do 2 separate videos on client retention there. So, and number 5, high quality, high paying clients, how do you get them?
Put your prices up for a start.
Yeah? What if they say I'm too scared because I'm going to lose them? Like, how would you address that? Because that would be a fear in the back of their mind.
Yeah, of course. Look, at the end of the day, look, everything's going to go up by CPI, so the minimum is increase your prices every year. That's build
Yeah.
that muscle around that.
Yeah, and just build the confidence and the certainty in asking for it. Do you know that it's easier for me to sell the author weekend where it's at now than where it was 12 months ago? And it's double the price. Yeah. Yeah? So, is that helpful?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 5 videos already of what you can do in the next 5 Wednesdays on video day on the UBS, okay? I expect to see those. That's your homework. Awesome. All right, Marcus.
I was just thinking about what you were suggesting there, and the one idea that I think your clients, your hairdressers, would really benefit from are testimonial videos from their ideal clients.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
whoever's their perfect client, you probably have 2 or 3 or 4 even, that are the high-paying clients that are repeat business, they absolutely love them. Get those people on camera talking about the hairdresser and put that out through their networks, and that'll generate the same types of people and clients.
Especially just after they've done their hair.
Yes, exactly.
Or what about before and after shots?
Yeah,
Before and after.
video testimonials are, I mean, for me, maybe they're a no-brainer. Like, Stuart stood outside for 2 hours after 14 people finished the author weekend, and he got all sunburned, but by the pool he took all the 14. And tomorrow night, when the book launch starts, we're going there early, and everyone's going to have one with their book. So absolutely, everyone should be doing video testimonials, because guess what? You can transcribe them, then you have them in written format. You can kindly ask the person if they could put that as a recommendation on your LinkedIn profile. So recently Grace gave me a recommendation for the mastermind program she was doing with me. And I said, would you mind going to LinkedIn and actually putting it on my profile so I approve it? Because once it's there forever. And of course you can remove it as a person, but and she said, of course not. And what I did is actually send her the instructions on how to do it. So I gave her the steps, because a lot of people get lost. I go here, click here. So if any of you want that, I'm happy to post it up in the UBS group. It's just a, you know, did you follow them?
I did, yeah.
You did, okay, yeah.
Well, can't you put the testimonials on LinkedIn yourself?
No, the other person has to be your connection, and then they do it and you approve it, and often what I'll do is I'll give them back one. I'll say something back about their business, and you don't have to lie like that. I would say she was my client and what she was like to work with as well. You can do that. And you can get people to put it on a specific brand, because we've got 4 or 5 brands. So I don't want her to be putting a testimonial on the Ultimate Weight Loss. I asked her to do it on the Ultimate Business Edge. My authors put it on the Ultimate 48 Author. So you can choose the business. That's why I've got the instructions, because so many people have different careers, yeah, or businesses. Your mindset, okay? Some tips around that. Everything is awkward before it becomes easy, isn't it? Okay, you just got to start doing it. You'll see how awkward I was in my very first video. You won't even recognise me, put it that way. Bloopers are okay. Sometimes people love them and actually get more interaction. Donna Brown, like, she constantly has her black Labrador walking through the videos, you know what I mean? And she just laughs and he licks her face or something like that. And she just keeps talking because her avatar is all about working your PJs from home and all that sort of stuff. So she has things like that happen, and I'll show you one that I did in Greece. Be yourself, okay, but this will come as time goes on. But just bring out your personality. If you're more conservative, then that's what needs to come out. If you're fun and bubbly and you're not perfect, like I'm not a perfectionist, so I don't mind if I stuff it up, because people just accept that about me, and so do I. So I don't feel uncomfortable about it. Being natural in front of the camera takes practice and time. It's not something that we're born with. Okay, just like people say, oh, you're such a good public speaker. You know, if you heard me speaking 4 years ago, it was nothing like this. Okay, I was sweating and trembling voice and all that sort of stuff. Same as video.
I'll just say something that I've found, and if Marcus will back this up, works well, is play around with it. Be really subdued, and then be over the top ridiculous, and then find somewhere in between that you're comfortable with. If you go to the extremes, you'll sort of find what's comfortable and what. And then you can
Another
look at
little thing I've learned, someone said to me, is if you feel like you're being over the top, you're probably just about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried, just quickly, I remember I spoke to a guy years ago that used to do live ads on TV, and he said, unless you're like this on TV, you come across really flat. And Marcus says that too, that it shrinks your personality. So you need to be a bit over the top anyway, but like you say, you don't want it to look forced. So if you can get used to doing that.
Yeah. Correct. Everyone likes your body, yeah.
I once shared, like, my very first video, it took 50 takes.
50 takes.
It's such a perfectionist, and then I remember I used to go, and then I just stop. But
Yeah.
now I learn to breathe more. And
Yes.
Your videos are great though, Jen. I've watched a few of them. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So be different and have that point of difference to be a person who does a lot of video. Because as much as, you know, a lot of you put your hands up, but you said you weren't that consistent in doing it, be different from everyone else and have that point of, you know, oftentimes I rock up to websites of people I meet and there's just nothing there. Like, it's just text and the same old stuff all the time. Whereas my websites are video rich and text rich and everything, so really interactive. Cool, so just a couple of tips around YouTube, and then I'll show you the videos that I promised, and then I'll let Marcus take the stage and then give us his insight. But your iPhone or your phone is a great place where you can record your value adding videos. In the description, always put your URL first and last, so including the HTTPS or whatever. Okay, so the whole address, because then that creates a hyperlink. And if someone starts watching your video, they can click through to your website straight away. So that's something that I picked up off a video I watched. Name videos by using keywords people would search for you. Okay. Remember that YouTube has 3 different security settings on their videos. So private, unlisted, and public. Who knows what all those mean? Most people. Okay, I'll just go quickly. Private is only you can see it. Unlisted is you can share a link. So like I to all my authors, they have stacks of content that I've recorded. I share it with them, but no one else can see it. Okay? Public, everyone can see it. Okay, so my YouTube channel will look like it's only got 240 videos in public, but it actually has about 400 because the others are all unlisted. Okay? And do you know about playlists? Have you heard of playlists?
Yes.
I'll show you in a minute what they are, but that's where I actually put together my my trainings, because they may consist of 10 videos, and I don't want the videos to be everywhere. So I create a playlist, for example, Ultimate 48-Hour Author Weekend Footage, and that might have eight videos, and people can just go in there and they have the whole playlist happening. Easily add special effects, as we said, on iMovie are now available on the app, so that's fantastic. And for PCs, I used to use Windows Movie Maker if you have a PC. That's the alternative. And they're both very easy to use. If you don't know how to use them, where do you go? YouTube. Yes. And embed lots of video on your websites. So with video, any action is better than no action. And I just want to show you a couple of things before we introduce marketers. Please internet. All right. Okay, so here's, so just to show you this here are the playlists that I have. And they're all, can you see that little lock? That's, so that means it's unlisted. If it was public, I think it'll be completely open. I don't know exactly what it looks like. And if it's private, it'll be completely locked. So that says it's unlisted. So for example, I did a workshop here. It's got 2 videos within that one. Ultimate 48-Hour Author Experience videos and feedback. This particular, actually, if it's public, it doesn't have anything. Okay? Because this is public. Of course, I want everyone to watch the testimonials and everything. So this is 50 videos. So I upload all my testimonials. So if anyone's interested in the weekend, they can go into that playlist and just watch stacks of testimonials and footage and all that sort of stuff. There's the e-course, you guys. So if I click on that, see there's 6. Okay, so when I sell it, guess what? I just share this link that comes up here, and the person has it. Now, those of you that are going, well, if Grace buys it, couldn't she pass it on to Chris and everyone? Yes, she could. She could. But then Grace is advertising my business, and if Grace is ripping off my IP, someone else is going to rip her off somewhere else. Yeah? So I just go with, I trust it's good for me, and that the other person's doing me a favour sharing the message, and it's karma at the end of the day. So that's why I'm not worried about people sharing links. I do tell them it's a private link just for you, but you can't overcome that. Is that a cool feature, playlist? Yeah. It can act as a membership area without having a membership area on your website. Yep. All right, so that's the playlist. Did you know that YouTube has their own cover photos? Okay, so you can create on Fiverr a $5 cover photo, so to make your channel look a little bit nicer. I just want to change the resolution of this. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Yeah. And did you know that YouTube has a trailer video? So why should people subscribe to your channel? So let's see if I can play a bit of this.
Hey guys, I'm Natasa Denman. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I run a few businesses and you have visited my ultimate world. So everything about me is about being the ultimate. So I have written 4 books. My first one being The 7 Ultimate Secrets to Weight Loss. The next one, Ninja Couch Marketing, which is one of my other businesses. I have contributed to the You Can Live the Life of Your Dreams, and very, very soon coming out is The Ultimate 48-Hour Author. So I'm very excited. I love business. I love creating products. I have also written and licensed 5 different programs. So if you want to learn more about all of these bits and pieces, as well as how to have a successful mindset in business, then check out my videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will connect with you very, very regularly. See you.
Okay, so under a minute long. Okay, that's it. Just tell them what value they're going to get. And I think I've got over 400 subscribers now. Okay? Now my very first video. Ready?
My name is Natasa Denman, the ultimate weight loss coach. Last week, I told you a bit briefly about a book I'm due to release in late June 2011 called The 7 Ultimate Secrets to Weight Loss.
I was pregnant as much as I'm in that with Mika, the second one. So, can you see, you know what I was doing there?
Reading.
No.
Oh.
I recorded myself on a recorder and I plugged in the headphones into my ears and I put my hair like this and I had to be taken up from there because I was pregnant and this book was about weight loss. So I didn't want to look like overweight. And Stuart was there and I was following my voice on the recorder, so that's why I'm speaking slowly because I was so scared about doing ums and ahs and all that kind of stuff.
If we had the blooper of that, I reckon it took about probably 3 hours. That dream sign fell down 4 times. It was up and down the step. Every man and his dog was mowing the lawn. There were dogs barking. It was, I think, if this is what video is going to be like, I quit.
We took 13 of these. We did 13 over 2 days because for every chapter of the book.
2 days, 2 weeks.
And they were too long. You can see they were 3 minutes long. Nowadays I wouldn't do a video any longer than 90 seconds. Okay, and the very last one from last year in Greece, before we get to markers.
Hi, I'm Natasa Denman, the ultimate 48-hour author. This week's tip is about the importance when you're writing a book to ensure that you have it well niched. We know that appealing to everyone and being to everybody kind of gets you nowhere. So it's very, very important, just like this castle here, if you're going to write a book, make sure your book is very specific. So if I was an expert at building castles, what you would need to do is write the 10 steps to building an awesome castle at the beach. That would be like so make sure that you niche your book really, really well. The Ultimate 48-Hour Author is exactly that. So if you want to get your hands on the pre-release version, go to ultimate48hourauthor.com.au and get it at the pre-launch price right now. Hey there, I'm Natasa Denman.
Shush.
How much did you pay that
Alright,
guy?
so you guys, you can see, it can be fun, you can have bloopers, you can be, really crap at the beginning, all of that sort of stuff, and it's okay. But I absolutely encourage you whenever you're on holidays to do videos. Okay.